waking up for good just an hour before. And now I'm staring at the bodies as they're dancing across the floor. And then the band slowed the tempo and the music took me down. It was the same old song with the melancholy sound. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. We've been living together for a million years. And now it feels so strange out of the atmosphere. And then the jukebox plays a song that I used to know. And now I'm staring at the bodies as they're dancing so slow. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. Now I'm staring at an empty glass. 'Cause it's so easy to say you'll forget your past. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. Oh, they don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. They just don't. No, they don't. Nuh-uh. They just don't write them like that anymore. That was the Breakup Song, a big hit for the Greg Kihn Band back in 1981. And I played that song straight off the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So check that video link, download the free ukulele song sheet, and you can play the Breakup Song. And if you're going to be in Morristown, New Jersey on the first Wednesday of every month, come on out and join us at the Morristown Uke Jam. We always have a great time, and I know you will too. So, all right, so that was the Breakup Song, one of Greg Kihn's big hits from the early 80s. Now that I've played it through, what we'll do now is go through the chords, go through a couple little riffs. The intro has a little riff that I'll show you how to do if you want to try to copy the record on that. And we'll also talk a bit about the strum patterns. The strum patterns are not typical in this song, so I'll tell you what I did and show you how to do that if you want to try to mimic the rhythm and the beat of the recorded version of this song. And by the way, the version that I just did of this song, the Breakup Song, is in the exact same key as the recorded version. So if you want to play along with the record, you can just use these chords. It'll sound just right because Greg Kihn used the same chords, played it in the same key as I just did here. So anyway, let's start with the chords. The first chord that appears in this song is an A minor. One of those nice, easy one-finger chord. 2, 0, 0, 0. And that A minor is followed throughout this song many times by an F chord, which is not only a common chord, but it's a great easy transition from A minor. If this is the A minor, all you need to do to get to an F is to add your index finger on the second string here. So it's 2 0 1 0. So you go from 2 0 0 0 to 2 0 1 0. Nice, easy transition. The third chord that appears in this song is a G. 0 2 3 2. The next chord that appears, and this appears first in the chorus, is another one of our favorite one-finger chords, C. 0 0 0 3. There's also a D minor that appears in this song. 2 2 1 0. Right, this finger here, 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 open top string, D minor. And the last chord that appears, and it appears in a little sequence with G, it's called a C with a G with a suspended fourth. Big, long, fancy name, but it's very simple. If this is the G that we already talked about, 0 2 3 2, to get up to that suspended fourth, you just add your pinky right here on the third fret of the first string. And the way that appears in this song is at the end of the chorus. So you just hold that G chord. There's no reason to get rid of this finger on the second fret. You're just going to add the pinky. And that's it for the chords in the Breakup Song. Now, before we get into the strum patterns that I used here, let's look at that intro, which is an A minor, an F, a G, and then back to the A minor. What I did, I didn't just play. Of course, there's no problem if you want to do that, but there's a little guitar riff in the recorded version that made me do this. So let me show you what I did there. On the A minor, strummed it 3 times, and then I added my ring finger on the second fret of the first string. Then the next note, I added my pinky on top of that on the 3rd fret. So it's and then the next bar, it changes to an F, and it's the same kind of thing. So the only difference is it's an F chord now. You have your index finger here, so it's and your ring finger for one strum, and then your pinky for the next strum. So it's the next bar is on a G chord. And this is really simple. 3 full strums of the G chord, then lift that finger so that the first string is open. And the last strum is just the bottom 3 strings. You don't really need to hit this one. And then back to the A minor. So let me play the whole thing. So that's that little intro riff, and it repeats halfway through the song. They go back and revisit that little pattern before they go into the last verse. Now let's talk about the strum pattern. this song doesn't call for a normal kind of strum pattern throughout the verses and the chorus. Let me play the verse first. We're broken up for good just an hour before. It's like a steady, almost like a jackhammer. You see, I'm using all crisp downstrokes. I don't do any upstrokes at all during this. We had broken up for good just an hour before. And we're staring at the bodies as they're bouncing across the floor. And that remains consistent throughout the whole verse. And then at the end of the verse, it's the same old song with a belly sound. A quick G chord, and then the chorus. They don't write them like that anymore. So in the chorus, it's like 2 quick F chords. They don't write them like 2 quick C chords. Let them name more. They just don't let them like that anymore. Then the only semblance of a normal strum pattern is that G to the G suspended fourth we talked about at the end. But the rest of that chorus, and again, I found myself just to fill in the rhythm between those. Those are called Z chords, where you mute the string so it just sounds like a percussion. There's no real chord. They just don't write them like that anymore. They don't write them like that anymore. And again, the way to get that, if you want to fill in the gaps between those, if you want to do those, the way to do that is after you hit one of those chords, just lay your fingers across the fretboard lightly so that all you're getting is that percussion sound. So that's how you, if you want to fill in those gaps between those sharp, downstroked chords in the chorus, fill them in with those Z chords. Okay, that is pretty much all there is to the Breakup Song. Again, it's got fairly simple chords, interesting strum pattern, aggressive strum pattern. But I think you'll enjoy playing it. Playing those downstrokes throughout, just about the whole song helps you capture the feel and the rhythm of the recorded version of the song. So have fun with it.